Okay, so what we're going to do is take our shapes and apply a color to them in a couple different ways. The first way that I'd like to show you is by using the eyedropper tool and selecting colors from the picture. So I need to make my picture visible again. So I want to select from it. Okay, so there's my picture that I select my shapes from. I'm going to just zoom in a little. I'm using my Command plus just so I can see things a little more clearly. Right? I don't like working tiny. And now what I'm going to use is the eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool is a keyboard shortcut. It's the letter I. Okay? And what the eyedropper tool does is it applies the color you click on to the path you have selected. So the first thing actually you have to do is select the path. Okay? So I'm going to use my selection tool. I'm going to select a path. Right? I selected the telephone pole there. And now I'm going to use my eyedropper tool and sample the color from the telephone pole in the picture. Notice what happens. My fill is defined as that color, and my stroke disappears. Okay. Now, before I do this, I might want to keep everything the way it is, right? Before you get to this step, and I should have said this immediately, what I want to do is do save as, and call this mini project V1. I'm just going to call this outlines. Just so I have the base set. If I mess things up later, I always have something to go back to, right? So I'm going to hit say OK. And now I'm going to select my object, select my path, and then use my eyedropper tool. And I'm going to go back. I'm using my keyboard shortcut. Press the letter V. Use your selection tool. Select your path. Press the letter I. Click on the color you want. V, select path. I, select color. D, select path. If you do this, by the way, I just messed up, right? See something weird happen? I double-clicked. Double-clicking will get to, but double-clicking is a special command that kind of tries to, it puts you in what's called isolation mode. If that happens, you can double-click anywhere else except for the path you were trying to get to, and it'll come out of isolation mode. Okay. Double-clicking brings you to this weird place. Double-click anywhere else, you get out. Or, if you end up here, you see how this is like layer 1 path? Just click this until it disappears. The arrow, back arrow there. Okay. It's a very useful technique when we're dealing with groups and stuff like that. Okay. Bump, bump, bump. Any questions about what we're doing here? Once you've I actually made a notice to shape on that. I'll do that. Once you've done this, it's worth looking at your picture, once again, without the background layer. So go ahead, remove your background layer, set an example on a spot. Remove the visibility of your background layer, once again, by clicking on that eyeball. And here you're going to save this, and call it Mini Project 1, I call it Mini Project 1 V1, and call this sampled color. Okay? Do your shapes first, and then do this.